our condolences to his friends and family.
I voted this morning, got right through, but long lines are being reported in other places in Metro Atlanta on this last day for early voting ahead of next week's runoff elections. The two races up for grabs include Secretary of State and Public Service Commissioner. We sent 11 Alive's Latasha Givens to Cobb County to talk with voters today. Latasha, you have a lot of reaction. Some people waited an awfully long time.
That's right, Cheryl. It just depends on where you voted today. Of course, today is the last day to vote in the runoff elections. And just when you think Georgians may have voter fatigue, they continue to show up at the polls around the state. Now, Cobb County and Gwinnett counties have reported some of the longest lines we've seen today. But at this Marietta location off of Lower Roswell Road, we haven't seen that problem. There have been plenty of poll workers, no problems with the machines, and things have been moving pretty smoothly around the state. We did a spot check and talked to the Secretary of State, and they say they have not had any reported problems throughout the day. Now, we talked to some voters as they came out of the voting booth to find out why it was so important for them to come and stand in line yet again.
Because it's my responsibility. I was a social studies teacher in middle school. Tried to convince all my kids to do that when they could vote. Hopefully they've done that now.
And so far, these are the top 5 counties with the highest turnout. Fulton has over 30,000 votes cast, followed by Cobb County with 20,000, DeKalb at 17,000, Forsyth fourth with over 9,000, and Gwinnett rounds out the top 5 with just over 8,000 votes cast. Now, these totals are current through yesterday and don't include today's numbers. Now, it's important to note that even if you did not vote in the general election a few weeks ago, you can still vote in the runoff election. Now, polling locations close around the state around 7, but some are open until 8 p.m. If you need more information on those details, you can head to our website. For now, I'm live in Marietta. Latasha Givens, 11 Alive News.
All right, Latasha.